Hey guys, today I'll be giving you the comic book origins of Victor Von Doom, also known as Doctor Doom, the arch nemesis to the Fantastic Four. Now, Doctor Doom is one of Marvel's biggest heavy hitters and one of the most well-known villains in all of Marvel. A lot of people don't actually know his origins, but they know the character. But his origins are actually full of tragedy and misguidance, to be honest. Born to gypsies in the small European country of Latveria, his mother was a witch who had sold her soul to the demon Mephisto in order to gain powers. She died shortly after, since her powers grew too great to be controlled. Victor was left with his father, a gypsy doctor named Warren, who would look after him. The king of Latveria wanted Warren to cure the king's wife, but knowing that he wouldn't be able to accomplish this, him and Victor ran away from Latveria. He even went as far to sacrifice his clothing to give to Victor so that he wouldn't freeze in the cold they were in. But shortly after, Warren would die from exposure to the cold. Before he died, he attempted to tell him not to go onto the path of evil, but it was too late and Victor had already begun considering it. As he grew older, he began studying the mystic arts and sorcery since he found his mother's collection of artifacts. He had received a scholar to New York after being accepted into university, which is where he met Reed Richards, who would become Mr. Fantastic, the leader of the Fantastic Four. While Reed wanted to establish a friendship between the two of them, Victor instead pursued a rivalry. One day when Victor was creating a machine that would allow him to travel through the Netherrealm to save his mother, instead he caused an explosion which scarred his face completely. Believing it to be sabotaged, he blamed Reed for his mishaps. Victor had then traveled to Tibet in order to find sanctity, and also to learn more of the mystic ways. It was in Tibet that he had built his first suit of armor. Eager to hide his scarred face from the world, he put his metal mask on his face before it had a chance to cool, so it was still burning hot when he put it on, scarring him even worse than what he already was. Now with his new suit of armor on and his new outfit, I forgot to tell you, when his parents had died, he had waged a war against Latveria because of the mishaps of his parents and the mistreatment of them. But now with his new suit, he gained numerous new powers, the ability to swap minds with people, the ability to summon entities, and because of his suit, he gained super strength and the ability of flight. Now that he possesses his powers, he decided to return to Latveria and kill the king so that he could rule Latveria as his own place. Not only that, he now had an army behind him waiting to follow his every command. Victor had also set out 3 goals for him: to rescue his mother from the Netherworld, to prove his superiority over Reed Richards, and to conquer the world. 2 of which would probably be impossible. 3, actually, let's just face it. But in the days of his supervillain Reign, he would have the Fantastic Four being his biggest obstacle on his path to supreme chaos. And the Avengers as well. He's gone against them too. But a lot of people say that we should see Doctor Doom off in the MCU, but I have to admit that wouldn't be so terrible. I mean, let's face it, the Fantastic Four films we've had already, they're all completely dreadful. No offense, but they're just terrible. But I think, since Disney owns Marvel, and they now have Fox, they now have 20th Century Fox, we could actually see a Marvel Cinematic Universe Fantastic Four, which I think is what it should have been in the first place. And to be honest, I would like to see Doctor Doom go against the Fantastic Four and against the Avengers as well. But that's it for Doctor Doom. But be sure to like and subscribe and comment what you think down below. And don't forget, this Friday, Ant-Man and the Wasp comes in cinemas, so be sure to see that. But I'll see you guys tomorrow when I give you another origin story. See you guys.